Hi everyone, welcome to April 2024 St Albans Property Meet. We're in the heart of St Albans. What a beautiful city. We'll be in the venue and can you believe it? It's springtime. We're in daylight. You gotta love it and I hope you love the content. Hi everyone, we've got Chris here who's going to do a little interview about how he helps entrepreneurs. Chris, thank you. Chris, you help entrepreneurs who are property investors by getting kitchens in. Tell us a bit about it. How do you do it?
I work for a company called the Hamilton Kitchen Company.
Yeah.
And we've based our policy on service, quality of product, and we can be at the lower level if that's where you need to be, but with a vastly superior product.
Wow.
Or we could be at the high end. We're doing a current project for 50,000 for a developer in Henley.
Right, okay.
So for us it's about service.
So you're helping property developers, investors who are doing a bit of a refurb, they want to get a good kitchen in, you help them. Are you nationwide or
No,
very local?
Quite local, London and the home counties.
Right, okay.
But I think mainly it's about creating the customer thinking they're getting a better quality product.
Yeah.
So when a house is being viewed, they're going to perceive that the kitchen is of a high quality. Therefore, the rest of the property must be of that standard.
So when a lot of investors, they revalue the property after refurbing, this will help boost the value up because they get something bespoke.
Absolutely.
And they can work with you guys to design and get the right kitchen.
Whatever we need
and
to
this
do.
is how you probably compare and add more value than somewhere like Albans, which is well known. And your name of your business?
Is the Hamilton Kitchen Company.
The Hamilton Kitchen Company.
Yeah.
You've heard it here. Chris is been here. We're going to tag Chris in. So you're helping local entrepreneurs in London and Hertfordshire with their kitchen needs.
Definitely.
And the organisation also goes out of the way.
Yeah.
Do you do delivery straight to site?
Delivery, straight to site, fit, install, deliver. So as much as the project manager that you want us to do.
Wow. And do you do, if people are doing multiple properties or apartments, do you do discounts on groups?
Yeah, we can make sure that you get a kickback if that's what you need. So we can do whatever you need us to do.
Okay, so there's opportunities there for property investors, developers. Chris is one person you want to be seeing. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate it. Hi everyone, we've got Dede here.
Hello.
Thank you.
Nice
I've said that right, have I? Dede?
Yeah, Dede, that's right.
Perfect. And we had your partner before, didn't we, Steve?
Yeah.
And he helped add a lot of value to his entrepreneur journey. And you guys are just starting out in property, right?
That's right, yeah.
Excellent. And you're looking at the HMO strategy, is that correct?
Yes, we are. So we're based in Stevenage, Hertfordshire. So in that area, we know we've got a lot of international healthcare workers that work in our local hospital. We've also got a lot of new developments being built in and around Stevenage. So we know that it's a really good area to support that strategy. So that's what we're hoping we're going to move forward with.
Dede gave us great value earlier. As you mentioned, Stevenage is actually Article 4 for HMOs.
Yes, so there's quite a lot of Article 4 streets within Stevenage. So that may raise some restrictions for us, but we will find a way around it because there's lots of properties and we are keen to get our portfolio building.
I love that. Just for the audience, when it's Article 4 means there's a restriction on what you can do and you need permission for the council. That's what it means. Sometimes we're not going to give you anything, you need to ask the question, or we do it on certain circumstances. So you may need a good planning consultant to help you with that. And you're looking at obviously HMOs, property investment journey. Have you bought property before?
No, only our residential. So we're learning a lot now. We're engaging with a lot of experienced people and we're hoping to gain the knowledge that we need to start building that portfolio and get ourselves financially free.
Wow. And Dede was talking about, I was talking to her about how do you pass legacy, because obviously you've got two little ones.
Yes, that's right.
Family investment companies. And I was mentioning to her that you probably want to set the structure up with a parent and a subsidiary and make the parent a family investment company. Earlier you do it, you can get IHT down to zero. And I think that's the big driver. Later you do it, you build up value and you've got to do different strategies. And I was trying to in that, and I'm sure Dede is very knowledgeable. She was taking that on board, and she's ready for a property entrepreneur journey.
That's
How are you
right.
going to source your first lot of properties? What are you doing? Just actively looking?
Yeah, so we're actively looking for our properties. We're also looking for investors and potentially joint venture partnerships as well, so that
Wow.
we can engage with people who are already doing the work, and so we can learn and grow ourselves, and then take flight and go for it.
I think you're doing the right thing. She's obviously the St Albans Property Meet. This is a great place. You meet a lot of people,
Yes.
and also she's going to be on our social media family now, because we're going to put that all out everywhere. So if you hear anyone who wants to help or wants to invest in that area or wants to give some insight, we'll tag her in so you can connect with her and hopefully help her with the journey.
Thank you
Dede.
very much. Lovely
Thank you
to
so
meet you.
much. Hi everyone, we're finishing the night now. We've had a great night at St Albans Property Meet. Got one of the co-hosts, Julie. Thank you so much. She was in sunny Morocco last time, and also she's got the natural tan there now as well. And I wanted to add, she knows a lot about property, so we're going to ask a couple of questions. Obviously, the event is an amazing event as always, Julie.
Absolutely. We've had a great time tonight. We've had a lot of newbies come along, which is fantastic, so they can get and soak up the knowledge in the room as well, which is really important.
Which makes a huge difference, and especially so many knowledgeable people trying to help each other, which I love that part. And also, you're going to give us some exclusive insight into the Renters Reform Bill, because a lot of people are struggling with this, and it's going to affect a lot of property entrepreneurs, whether they like it or not. And we're going to start with Section 21, no-fault evictions.
Yeah, so I
Tell
don't
me
know
a bit
whether
about
I don't know if it's exclusive, because it has been all over the internet, but most people are just baffled.
But it's
by
not
the
your view on
information.
it. That's the difference.
Absolutely. So with Section 21, as we know, that is how a landlord gets their property back when the tenant's done nothing wrong. And we commonly know it as a no-fault eviction, because there's no fault. That's going to be going, and we know that's going 100%. And a lot of landlords are terrified by that, because they're thinking, how on earth am I going to get my property back? It's important to understand that the Renters Reform Bill will replace the need for Section 21 by extending the Section 8 grounds. We currently have 21 grounds under Section 8, which is where the tenant's maybe done something wrong or landlord needs to move back into the property. But we will have that extended to some considerable grounds, which will cover landlord wanting to sell or landlord's family wanting to move back in. So landlords shouldn't be too worried about Section 21 going, because there will be the provisions there to support landlords that they would have used Section 21 for. But don't panic, because we also know that's not going to go until the courts are ready and prepared to deal with the new Section 8 process.
As most property entrepreneurs, being one of them, what if you got a tenant who's, you always don't ever get the money on time, they're struggling to pay, they're right pain in the backside, my language. How will you get rid of them under the new rules?
It's really simple. So the original grounds for rent arrears are still going to be there, which are grounds 8, 10 and 11. But we have got additional grounds in there. So you've got 8A, which is going to be the tenant has been continuously late with rent over a period of time. You've also got tenants that are late with rent with 2 months at a time, but then pay to get it under the 2 months because they're trying to break the system. So that's all going to be covered in the new Renters Reform Bill as well, with the new grounds. So again, it's looking at cutting off the nose of all of these tenants that think they can play the system. It's basically just closing that stable door before the horse even knew it was open.
Okay, it's quite interesting, because do you know what? Julie's given a different slant, and a lot of people, everyone's like Section 21 going, I want to leave property because it's been painful. But it seems like, and I maybe not give so much credit to Michael Govey who's watching, all right? It seems like he's taken on board some stuff and tried to put it in the adjustments in the Act that he's about to put in. Is that right?
Yeah, 100%. When the Renters Reform Bill first was laid in front of Parliament, which was May 2019, so it's been a long while. It's moving at a glacial pace through Parliament. But the government really has listened to the lobbying groups, such as the NRLA.
Yeah.
Ben Beadle has done a fantastic job
I see
making the
that.
government understand what this means for landlords, not just for tenants.
Yeah.
And interestingly, when you speak to a lot of tenants about the Renters Reform Bill, they're actually concerned about tenancies going from fixed term to periodic. They feel that removes their security and they now feel unstable.
Wow. Yeah, and that was the other thing, fixed term periodic you're mentioning. Julie, wealth of knowledge on this, and this is why you've got to come to the property network in St Albans, because you meet people like Julie, you'll give so much insight, and also what's regularly happening because they're active in the market, and which is a difference maker. Thank you so much, Julie.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much. Perfect.